Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee.
It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right. Yo, I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on.
Bang this in your whips, stack them Cody with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused and the dope is like a penny with the hole in it. French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused and the dope is like a penny with the hole in it.
Females generally, including the tiny little toddlers with their toy baby dolls, are always excited and thrilled about the prospect of carrying their own babies. Well, hold that thought. My name is Ameze Obaisiagun, but I can always say you can call me the Empress. And it's my pleasure to welcome you to the program Ladies' Night on independent television. As usual, I'm not alone in the studio. I've got some amazing ladies, about 3 of them, that will join me on the program today to talk about a very special topic. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I am your lady, your ever-glowing C-White, and on today's topic, I would be a little bit controversial. But I might decide to change my mind as the program goes on. I never can tell that.
I am Miss Naomi, and I promise to be a little bit controversial or hanging on the fence. I don't know, but the topic is going to be hot. Trust me, and I'm going to do justice to it back to back. Trust me.
All those promises you guys are making. Anyways, guys, I have another fantastic lady that is in the studio with us today. She's a newbie. You know how much we love newbies on the program Ladies' Night. I'll let her introduce herself and then we can get into the topic of today.
Hello, I'm Miss Pearl, and I'll be taking a stand, and I promise to stand by my words.
Everybody's just making promises. Hey, the only promise I'm going to make to you guys is the fact that you will definitely have a fantastic time on the show today. All right, guys, we're going to be looking at a very interesting topic. Today we're going to be talking about pregnancy before marriage. Do you think it's okay for a woman to get pregnant before she actually says I do to the man who is the father of the baby? That's what we're going to look at today. Yes, you can be a part of the program. All you have to do is send a message to the number 0803 872 6759. You can send the messages to WhatsApp on that line or via that line. We're also on Twitter at ITV Radio NG, and of course on Instagram at ITV NG. If you're on Facebook, you can go up on Facebook, www.facebook.com/ITV Radio Nigeria. And of course, yes, it is time for us to talk about the topic for today. Like I said, it is pregnancy before marriage. Is it okay? Is it not okay? I'll start off with Miss Naomi. She says she's going to be on the fence. So
I'm going to be hanging on the fence.
Or maybe controversial, like I said.
I'm going to be arguing and also be controversial.
There's no need to be saying I'm going to be. Just start already.
And let's see what you got.
Okay. Now, talking about getting pregnant before marriage. Now, sometimes the ladies actually in question, they didn't plan for it. They do not actually want it to happen. And the guy in question wants it to happen. So what do you think will happen when a woman gets pregnant? What do you think happens?
No, you should also answer your
No,
question.
I'll answer the questions.
So you're coming from the angle
Yes.
that if it's the man's choice,
and
would she have to go through? Okay.
you get
okay,
the point.
I understand.
So now, the woman actually got pregnant and the man is saying he wants it. That is where the man says, I'm going to take you down the aisle. You're walking down the aisle with me.
Okay.
And you're getting married to her.
I want to paint this scenario to you
Okay.
guys. There's a couple. They are dating.
Okay.
They have plans to get married. But, yeah, the man says he wants to ensure that this woman can actually
Give
produce children. Now, in that case, is the lady, if maybe she's not the kind of person that wants to actually have babies before she gets married, is it okay for her to just, okay, since he wants it, he wants to test me if I can actually produce babies for him?
What are you testing? Are you a material
I
or a
was waiting for you
product
to
in
say
the
that.
market for you to test?
Well,
If he wants to test, he could go actually get some product in the market for himself to test. name withheld, I won't say those things. But right now I can't say those things.
Okay.
But you can't actually test human beings. Because if a man walks up to you and tells you he wants to test your own sister or your daughter, you won't like it. You're gonna be alarmed. So before you think about that or you do something like that, think about yourself and your personalities and that of your children and that of your siblings in the society. So you don't just start thinking or doing things that's going to affect you in the future. Because when you take decisions like that, it's going to be really, really, no, you're not the only person taking such decisions.
Okay, but in marriage, it's just you and your husband. So
Yes.
it's both of you taking decisions. If he's the one saying, yes, I want us to have kids before we get married, I want to know if you can actually produce babies. I've heard a man say,
Okay. Okay, sorry.
I've heard a man say something like, what if she has pulled out her womb?
Okay.
How do I know if I don't check before we get married? So, see White, I have this feeling that you're going to support this.
Okay. I think, let me not disappoint you. I'm going to be on both sides.
Okay,
Now, I want to start like this. Children are gifts from God.
definitely.
And biblically, it is not right to have child before marriage.
Yes.
Culturally, it is not also right to have child before marriage.
I think I would disagree with you on that.
No, some
Culture,
cultures,
some
cultures
fathers and mothers will be the ones that have
Some
you checked?
cultures-
Have you tested?
Okay.
Have you
some
checked?
cultures do not permit.
Okay.
You. Yeah, depending on your kind of culture. But in this modern life we are into today, based on the kind of life we live, like young people live out there, they will tend to have this kind of, okay, the men particularly who are in a relationship with a woman, based on the kind of life people live today, they embark on a relationship and probably they say that this lady, she has these good qualities that attracts me and I want to get married to her. Now, they wouldn't want to take the risk of getting married to her at first and at the end of the day, they get into the marriage and they'll begin to say, God's time is the best. Yes, most people wouldn't want such.
Yes.
So because of that, they would want their woman to get pregnant first, to know if she comes in, if she can be able to give me child, if she's fruitful. They are not actually doing it because they want to test the woman. They are not doing it because they really feel like, if I don't test her, or probably if I don't get her pregnant, she will not get pregnant from me if she comes in. They just want to do it to fulfill their doubts. Because they begin to doubt themselves based on the things happening out there. They begin to doubt themselves based on the things they hear. They begin to doubt themselves based on even their own relationship, what they've done in their relationship.
I'm going to cut you off there. You keep saying they. Now, I want to direct it straight to you.
Okay.
Straight to you.
Okay.
Can you get pregnant before you get married?
Let me hold that thought. Let me actually think that for CY.
Don't think for her. She can think for herself.
Let me say
You don't have to think for me.
No. You never can tell her. People will disappoint you. So
yes,
tell
and
me.
I want to disappoint her now. Like for me, if I'm in a relationship with my man, love. This is what they call love.
No love.
Okay, it's
Okay, are you trying to tell me
If I
love
am in
can actually
love-
drive you to do that?
If I am in love with this man,
Yes.
Okay.
now I get pregnant for him.
Yes.
And this is a man I love.
Yes.
For crying out loud, if he loves me too, I would let it be so.
So-
Of course.
Okay.
And why would I want to get rid of it when I love the man in person and I know right that this particular man stands to father the child because he knows this is my responsibility and I did it. So why would I want to get rid of it?
Okay, so see what
I
you're
would
saying.
gladly
She
welcome it.
will welcome it.
Of course.
Let's talk to our newbie in the studio.
Miss Pearl.
Miss Pearl.
Okay, I've heard what you have said, Miss CY and Naomi, but on my own opinion, personally, it's really bad. It's not good. Because from what you're saying, I think I have to circle back what you were saying. You were saying like most of these persons to test your fertility and most of others.
Yeah.
There are several persons who have given birth to children before marriage and they're not even married. Check out the baby mamas.
Yeah,
No, I'm not trying to stigmatize
Yes,
anybody, but
yes.
just check out the baby mamas. Are they married? And they even have to give birth to a child and someone else to give birth to for that same man. So are you going to tell me they don't love each other? Weren't they dating? I don't think it's also back to you. It's not a case of fertility. That's what I think. Because
Yeah.
a man that loves you. There are cases of persons who've been married for years and later they still give birth and the man is still stuck with the woman. Even sometimes, you after even give birth to all the children you want to give birth for them. There's a person in the streets will say, you wouldn't give birth to our daughter. You give birth to just a male and a female. He will still go out and cheat on you.
Yeah.
Doesn't he love you? Doesn't he trust you? Or does he respect you?
And see why it says she's the controversial one. Like, I'm seeing the controversial person here.
Yeah.
5 years she's doing
I'm telling you.
Okay, guys. Yes, we've been talking about pregnancy before marriage. Is it okay? Do you advise your person, your sister, your friend, anybody? Do you advise yourself, Steph? Would you like to give birth to a baby for a man before you get married? That's what we're talking about today. Like I said, you can be a part of the program. All you have to do is send a text message to the WhatsApp line. Let us get your comments, your thoughts on this topic of discussion. The number is 0803 872 6759. I'll take it again, 0803 872 6759. Let us know what your thought on this particular topic is. You can also reach us on Instagram. The handle is at ITVNG. Of course, on Twitter, yes, it's also at ITV Radio NG. On Facebook, just search for ITV Radio Nigeria. Of course, you would definitely find it there. All right, let's dissect this one some more.
I really want to say something.
Okay.
What she said. What she said. Yeah. You know, a lot of us get to misunderstand the fact that most people want to get married. Most people want to have children outside them getting married.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
When you talk about baby mamas.
Yes.
Yes. There are some girls who would want to just date this guy because I want to just have a child. They just want to date him for the guy to just get them pregnant and kick him off. They just don't want the man.
For such cases, you agree with me, they are rare.
Of course, they are rare. Yeah.
I think in the cases of celebrities, for example, yes, like baby mamas, there are some celebrities that girls just want to. Let me just have a child for this man.
They're
not interested in him.
It's also a case of celebrities.
You're not talking,
there are also persons who
you're not
are
talking about themselves. You're talking about the person. The person's personality. Now, for example, let me just give an example now. Like CY, for instance, wants to be like, or she's a huge fan. I'm coming. She's a huge fan of one celebrity.
Like D-Wise.
Like D-Wise.
Okay.
Oh my God. Or like Kix Daniel.
Okay,
you understand Kix Daniel. And she's a huge fan. And she happened to stumble, or she gets to have a one-night stand with Kix Daniel. Are you telling me she's going to take protection just to protect herself for that night? No, because she's a fan.
I would know. She should answer that.
I'm heading somewhere. Just let me.
I don't want you to head anywhere.
I'm heading somewhere. What I'm trying to say is, some ladies are willingly, they want to be baby mamas. That is the point. So they don't want to do that. They don't want to actually walk down the aisle before they get pregnant. Now, when there's no actually you're a huge fan, I'm not talking about celebrities, I'm talking about personalities. We're in their place of work, their bosses, anywhere, they just want to be the person, like they love the person.
Yes,
you understand? They love the person enough to actually carry their baby. Yeah. They don't even care what comes on the way. You understand? Yeah. So that is what actually some girls actually go through before you see these issues of people getting pregnant before marriage. And men actually could come into this segment where they see girls who have done abortions, they lost their wombs,
exactly.
And they want to actually confirm if they can actually give birth after marriage. So that is it.
Okay, there's something you said. You said biblically, it's not allowed. It's not. It's not about advice. It is not allowed. It is not allowed.
Yes,
You're not supposed to, in quotes, be doing anything before you get married. If we want to look at it biblically, yes, you're not supposed to be with a man. Yes, because we're ladies. You're not supposed to be with a man before you get married to that particular man. You're not. Yes, you're not supposed to do anything with him. So yes, you're not supposed to get pregnant before you get married. But these days, everybody says they're Christians. Everybody has their own life to live. Everybody has their own
Christians. They are new generational Christians. I think you should
everybody
put it that
has
way.
their own personal relationship with God. So yes, we see people out there with men, sleeping with men. Yes, and so we can't base this discussion on the Bible right now, because on being a Christian, we can't base it on that.
Nowadays, you can hardly find someone who would want to get married to a man without courting, they would want to stay with this man. So as to be able to understand
Yes.
this particular man.
That brings us to
Miss Sue, I have a
next week. We're going to be
question for
talking
you.
about that, but hey,
I have a question for her in that aspect.
Okay.
Without being with the man, what are the things that are being involved in courting? The sex before marriage, is it involved in courting? Is it part of a way of getting to know a man?
Okay, well, I wouldn't say it is part of it, but for me, it is part of it.
Okay.
I wouldn't advise.
You wouldn't
it.
say
Now, all that.
No, do you know why?
Yes.
Do you know why I made it like that? I wouldn't say it is like, okay, let me not say it is normal, but to me, I will advise
It
you.
is
So
normal.
what is wrong is not
No,
normal
it
sometimes.
is normal for
Everybody is
society.
saying it doesn't make it
For me,
right.
I don't know. For me, it is okay.
It is
But
normal.
for you, it might not be okay.
No, what she's trying to say, it is normal to the society.
But what is normal to
Let's-
society
wait.
sometimes might really be wrong, you know?
Let's remove Bible, let's remove the Quran, let's remove religion. Calm down, see white. Let's remove religion.
I don't have to calm down anymore.
Let's remove religion. Yes.
Yes.
Without religion, without there being a God out there who says, don't do this.
It's wrong.
Is it okay? Is it advisable?
That's what we're talking about.
You're saying it's wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong and it's
How
wrong.
do you get to know if this man can satisfy you
No, that's what I'm
sexually if
saying.
you do not try
That's what
him
I'm saying.
out?
I'm actually hanging on the fence. I'm actually beginning.
No, this time around, you're not hanging on the fence.
Now, it's wrong and it is right. Okay.
Forget Christianity.
That is society.
Forget
The
Islam.
Christianity way, it is wrong.
Can we just forget
Now, in the
about
society,
about religion.
No, I'm going there. The
No, let's
society.
just put it aside for now.
The society.
Better.
It is for them, according to individual, it is right.
Why is it
According
right? Why
to
is it right?
individual. Now that brings me to the news I saw yesterday that a church actually, can I actually say the name of the church?
No, you
No,
wouldn't.
No.
We're not
Name
advertising
withheld.
for them.
Now the church actually, because the couple ate at the same plate. Like now, actually, I'll bring a food to the office here, and Pearl, please come join me eat, and we eat together. That's what they did, and the church actually, condemned their marriage or scattered their marriage.
Marriage.
Yes,
They are married and they eat
yes.
together.
No, they are cutting.
Okay.
They're actually planning to get married.
Okay.
So they're actually eating in the same plate.
Wait a
They were being
second.
caught eating in the same plate, not having sex, not kissing, not doing anything, but
No sexual
eating.
relationship
No,
at all.
but eating
I am
on the
wowed.
same plate. That's what I
Seriously.
feel.
I'm
And I
really
was like
surprised.
Like, why would this church do something like this? And it's a general church. If I call the name of the church right now, I don't want to call the name.
No,
If I
well-
see the name of the church, you'll be so alarmed. Do you understand? So I was surprised. I'm like, eating on the same plate, and you are telling the couple that they can't actually marry anymore. You understand? You disfellowship them. They can't worship in the church anymore, or you can't conduct or they are officiate their marriage anymore because they ate from the same plate.
Now I want to shock you. I want to shock you. For me, for C-White, like
AKA controversial.
This is why I'm so dramatic. She's a drama queen.
I would gladly tell the pastor, please, I mean, not be your wedding. Leave it. I will do it my own way. Because those are the kind of challenges we face today. You can't tell me because I worship in your church and I have a man that wants to get married to me, and because we ate in the same plate. You can't, stuff like that. Now you can't say we're not going to marry.
Well, I think I'll
She had
disagree.
to
I think,
say-
I think I'm going to support the church in this aspect because
Are you not going to-
if
Are you supporting them?
Yes, I'm supporting them because
Like, I
if
can't eat in the same place.
yes, okay.
I really want to
Wait,
hear
let me
this.
tell you something.
I really
if
want to
I'm
hear
attending
this.
a church for like almost a decade, like 10
should
years,
know their
15 years, I should know their rules and regulation.
Okay.
Or even a year or two, I should be used to them, even within months.
Excuse me,
And
Pearl.
That's
a new rule.
I'm coming back to you. And that same church might have made, come on, even if it's a new rule, darling, you would have heard that, hey, you can't do this. You don't wear black to church anymore. You don't wear short skirts to church anymore. You don't do these stuffs anymore.
So you're
And that
supposed
same
to
church was the church that molded you into the woman you are before the guy actually saw you and now wants to get married to you. So if your husband to be and yourself cannot even obey the church, which is just like the Christ,
I think
I'm not going back to religion, which is also the head. Because even if you get married, like what you said, that's why I said I'm coming back to you, and like you want to do it your own way. So when you have issues in your marriage, how would you be able to do it?
How are you going to run back to?
Yeah, you're not going to run back. We're not talking about the church now. What are you going to run back to? Because your same elders will tell you, hey, I think we can actually handle this. What did you
You
do to
can
your
help
husband?
her. Handle it your way.
That doesn't mean I don't
That's
have
true.
other consultants out there.
Your consultant should tell you to go and apologize.
Yeah, problems, yeah, but there's something I like saying, like in marriages, definitely. there should be misunderstanding. It is a must-do thing. It is something that must come. And when it comes, the ability to manage it matters a lot. So I am not going to be surprised when I have issues with my man. So definitely, my kind of person is not the kind of person that will run to people out there to get solutions from, because I have.
That's what I was talking about. A third party in your marriage.
I don't even know
actually
whatever problem I have, I don't even intend to run to my pastor. I don't even intend to run to
There are some certain, you talk about third party. There are some certain issues you will have. Yeah? You don't even need to invite third party. It's short term. The third party will come and meet you.
I don't even.
There are some issues. Nobody's going to have problems, okay? But these problems just walk into your lives.
Yes, definitely.
Of course, they walk into your lives.
Like viruses.
For real, I totally agree with what you said.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say here is definitely, I have come to understand myself to that extent. I wouldn't say I have never been in a relationship before. Now, all my life as friend or in a romantic relationship, I have issue with my man. But I have never for once run to a third party. That was because the way my mother brought me up, and I had to cue into that. Trust me, if I have issue with you as my man, if we can't solve it, that is my own principle.
Okay.
If we can't solve it, nobody can solve it.
Sometimes it's actually good for you to talk to someone else.
It's
not every time.
If you don't have anybody to talk to, you keep making mistakes.
You have
just
to talk to someone, but you have to talk to someone who is mature. If you're a Christian, you should meet someone who is mature in Christ to talk to you. So they give you Christian advice, they give you wise advice. That's in the Bible. It's
common sense. I'll put it that way.
Thank you. Why we have
marriage counselors, therapists.
You have classes for that.
Sweetheart, let me tell you something.
Upcoming couple, because if they were attending the marriage class and they were following the rules, they wouldn't have done that.
Sometimes, let me be sincere with you. Those marriage classes, I've never been to one because obviously I'm not yet getting married. But I have friends, even right now, they are actually preparing to get married and they're going through this marriage. See, there are sometimes you're just sitting down, you're just listening. Let the man talk when you finish, me I come up for a year. Most people don't listen to those talks. It is later in life when they are actually in the marriage, they remember.
Thank you.
It's true. They say something like this before.
It's like a flashback to them all the
sometimes, but not all the time. Some people just
sometimes it's even their husband that reminds them of, didn't you hear about this? Didn't you know about this?
Some people just sit down there, they are not listening. So they say we should do marriage counseling.
Let me sit down and gown and their attire.
Thank you. Let me just do so that they will give me a certificate. That's all.
But that is where you get it wrong.
Thank you.
If you're ready for anything, you should give your keen attention to it.
Anything what is what doing well.
Yes. If you know you want to attend the marriage class, it's not going to. Some though, there's just some marriage classes that are there for married people. While some, they just get to prepare you for your marriage. Yeah. But if you, for any reason, want to attend a marriage class, please, I think I have to beg here. Okay. Please, give it keen attention.
Please. She's begging.
I am begging.
It's your right voice.
And listen attentively.
Yes, of course. You should give it all attention.
But still.
Because there are things you need to learn. Like words from people who have been there.
Yes.
People who are well experienced. So you should give it keen attention and not pay deaf ear to it. Because if you pay deaf ear to it, like,
it's
trust
your
me,
loss.
it's definitely bounce.
So we're getting advice from the person that she doesn't reach people.
But apart from
if you want to attend it, because I would definitely attend marriage class.
Yeah.
I will
apart from
the
classes,
give me a list of people you think that can actually benefit from marriage classes or marriage therapists or whatever you call it.
Counselors or whatever.
Counselors. Now, if you actually could listen to your mother or your father's advice in the house, it's because the best marriage counselor you could listen to is your father.
It's not
the best place to learn. Do you know why I say? You know I'm saying that.
Those men that beat up their wives.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Some of them learnt it from their father. They watched their father. It's not everything that you learn from people outside or your parents or anything like that.
They might be wrong sometimes. That's true.
They might be wrong. And in marriage counseling classes, do they teach you that when, for example, I'm the kind of person that I don't like you squeezing the toothpaste from the bottom to the top. If I'm that kind of person and the man I'm going to get married to or the man I'm getting married to is the kind of person that just from the top he just presses it like that and just scatters.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Now in marriage counseling classes, will they teach you what to do, how to handle that situation?
Of course.
They might not tell you directly, but they might give a scenario. See, that is where it comes.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah, that's when it comes about it. That is when it comes about it. Will tell you, talk. They will always use this word. I've not been there.
Communication.
Okay.
They always give you the word
CDs and they'll be like,
always
communicate, talk.
Yes.
Okay, honey, please. I don't like the way you, even when you were dating him, you should have spent a night or two there and see him press the pace that way.
Okay, I think I want to
spend a night or two, not having doing anything. Okay.
How do you spend a night or two without doing anything?
Okay, for example, he might tell me. Okay, he might actually tell me that the problem in Africa.
No, they've been playing music.
No.
It's very difficult, but trust me.
No, I think I have to defend myself.
I've been in that.
No. I think I have to defend myself.
I've actually been in that position. I stayed in the same room with a guy, same bed, nothing happened.
Okay,
it's possible, but it is very difficult, especially if you have feelings for that guy.
I can
forget
testify to that as
It
well.
is hard.
No, you don't understand
I
what
can
I'm
testify
saying.
to that as well. And you can actually be in a room with a guy,
Okay.
nothing happens.
Yeah.
Well, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
And it's not advisable if you know you don't want to.
I'm not advising any girl or any woman
Are you
to
trying
do
to tell
that.
me that, okay, it's possible to sleep in the same room, same bed, like everything the same.
And not play music.
And
everything
yes,
the same.
play music with that man.
Yes,
it is very
I understand.
possible. But are you trying to tell me that you can be in the same room with the person you have feelings for, you call your man, and nothing will happen?
That's why I said it's difficult.
When you
it's
are
difficult, but it's possible.
amazing. Especially,
It's difficult, but it's very. I'm amazing. I'm not denying that fact.
Especially when you actually discipline yourself. When you say you guys made this agreement. That's why we actually have this communication there. Communicate, always talk out things. Now, when you actually make this decision, both of you make this decision, please, can we stay away from it?
I like that word.
Can we
both of you must agree?
Let's agree. Let's stay away from it. Let's give ourselves 3 months. Like we're getting married in 3 months' time. Can we actually give ourselves 3? Can we
just
actually
do
it?
Let's
just chill. Let's try and see if we can.
I really
hold on a second. And if the agreement is there, there's no problem. You understand? If the guy said, okay, baby, I can actually agree with that, let's give it a shot. But if the guy can't actually hold it back anymore, can say, babe, I can't hold this thing anymore. You get it? That is where communication, if you go to a marriage class, they tell you always communicate with your man. Because communication is the first key
word
to every relationship.
Now I want to say something here. Like, you can decide to agree with your man. Baby, I don't want it for like 3 months.
So when rain is
that's how you used to argue with your man. Baby, I don't want it no more.
No. It sounds so romantic. Okay.
Your argument is romantic.
Yeah,
I should come learn from you. I should come learn from you. That man will never be upset again. That's not an argument.
My man can never be upset because I have a romantic way of arguing with him.
Wow.
But now let me tell you something.
I would make people's head turn on their own.
I'm telling you.
I want to say.
Okay.
Like, baby, I don't want us to do this for like 3 months now. And you've been dating this man for like, okay, let me just say I met this man today. I started dating for like 3 months. And I told him that, baby, we can have sex for like 3 months that we just met each other so as to understand ourselves. But along the line, he started telling me things like getting married to me, and I still don't want to have sex with him. Gosh, trust me, we go down there. Because I really want to know the kind of man that wants to take me in.
Thank you.
All right.
So, no,
I have to take a break.
I want you to get me.
No, I want to really get to that.
Okay.
Go down there like
really need to
you're going to actually change your
that is why I did this night.
You're going to actually breach your principles just to...
No, that wasn't what I said.
Okay, that's I want to get you.
Okay, let me make you understand me because I need you actually love. If I am in a relationship with a man,
this discussion is so hot and spicy right now.
Along the line, based on we get to know each other, understand each other, and we've abstained for it for like 3 months.
Okay.
And along the line, we started talking about, getting married to each other. Yes,
okay.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. Trust me, if we decide to get married to each other based on the fact we've understood ourselves to an extent,
okay,
we will go down. I really need to know this.
But I'm really sure he's not tricking you.
Your
fiancé. If we have exactly.
No, this guy is a fiancé.
No, she's
talking about fiancé.
Okay, thank you. Because I did not use the word fiancé.
He's not paying for inside the hand, so he has license.
Okay, engagement is not marriage.
That is not what I'm saying.
Thank you, darling.
I was about to say the same thing.
What I'm trying to say is if we decide to get married to each other,
And if you've decided to get married to each other and for 3 months beforehand, before the marriage scenario actually popped up, you were holding yourselves. So you won't die before the wedding, will you?
No, the point is, I must do it with him.
Why?
Okay.
Because I really want to know the kind of man that will
Okay,
take me in.
calm down. Imagine you finally get to know the kind of
and
man,
you're not satisfied,
and then you're not satisfied. What do you do? You
run. You return the ring to him. Are you going to do that?
He wouldn't engage me for.
See why you just take it and tell me that.
Of course, darling.
For real, you really didn't love this guy in question. You do not love this guy.
Again.
Because if you love this guy in question,
No.
you have to teach him. I really have to teach him.
I can teach him. I think I'm saying something now.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can teach him.
I can't teach him because I don't even know it either. So
That's why we have so many books.
They should just say that. They should just. So why are you trying to find out if he can? If you don't know what it feels like.
Okay. Thank God you said if I don't know what it feels like, because I know what it feels like, so he has to make me know what I feel.
Okay, I am lost. I think we should go on a break now. We've been talking about pregnancy before marriage, and
we've deviated from the topic.
We haven't deviated. In Ladies' Night, everything is round and round. Yes, we've been talking about pregnancy before marriage. Can you get pregnant, or would you love to get pregnant before you get married to that man that is in your life? We're going to go on a short break. We're going to get the comments of people on the street. Yes, very, very funny comments, trust me. I'm sure you would enjoy them. So let's go on that break, and we'll be right back.
Pregnancy before marriage is really not advisable as a Christian. Scriptural is not advisable because it has so many implications. When you look at the rate of divorce and the unbroken home, one of the major foundations is this pregnancy before marriage. These people, they just get into it, not understanding what marriage it entails. But because they just got pregnant, marriage started.
Pregnancy before marriage, from the biblical aspect, is wrong. Probably from the traditional aspect of it, they may say it's right, but from the faith I practice, to get married, to get pregnant before marriage is a sin against God.
As a Christian, the Bible is very much against it. It condemns premarital sex and therefore pregnancy before marriage. And for our traditional folk, I think before now, I don't think most communities accepted it, okay? It was like a shame for a young girl, a young lady to be pregnant before marriage. So I think in all ramifications, it's not advisable at all.
For a lady that has respect for herself, I think it's advisable to get into marriage first before getting pregnant for the man.
Just because of the way society is, some persons no longer trust even their spouse. So they want her to take in to affirm that she is fertile. And that is why some persons go into it, but spiritually it's not advisable.
Nowadays, our couples, they indulge before marriage. And I will advise they have it instead of committing abortion if it happens.
Keep the rhymes right, yo, I just made this motherfucker up last night and it's Ladies' Night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo, I just made this motherfucker up last night and I'm the rookie on this all-star team, me and Kim is getting...
It's absolutely unacceptable. But again, it goes to do with the people involved. That the level of growth of the minds of the people involved. Because ethically, it's an aberration. Modern day philosophy does not permit that. By the religious understanding, it's equally an aberration. But it all got to do with the minds of the people involved. How grown is the mind? And again, if the unprecedented happen, it still got to do with mind maturity. Because when you get to tell a lie, you have to tell many lies to defend this. So for this singular reason, it will not be advisable for that child to be exposed. Otherwise, it will be handled maturely.
Pregnancy before marriage is what is invoked now. One side is supportive, the other side is not supportive. But for me, it's okay, but everybody is not the same.
Well, it is not advisable to be pregnant before the marriage. It is not biblical, and I think it is equally not part of Islamic religion. But if it has happened, what is left for the parties, the husband and wife now, is for them now to legalize the marriage. But it is not advisable to get pregnant before marriage. The Bible frowns at it, and the Islamic religion equally frowns at that.
I be the one to blame as the flames keep rising till the top and it don't stop.
Alright, welcome back. The program is still Ladies Night right here on Independent Television. My name is the Empress. Of course, I've still got these three beautiful ladies in the studio with me, and we've been talking about pregnancy before marriage. Wonderful comments coming through from those people on the street. I love that lady who said, babe, I will do it. I will get pregnant before getting married.
She doesn't care.
She's not bothered. And yes, she also advocated the need for people to stop discriminating against those women who get pregnant out of wedlock. I don't really toe the line, but hey, everybody has their own opinion. We're going to take some messages. Like I said, you can be a part of the program. All you have to do is send a text message or a WhatsApp message to the number 0803 872 6759. That's 0803 872 6759. Of course, we'll read your comments on the show. Naomi, do we have any messages yet?
Yes, we have a message.
This one is
from Aneta. Aneta said, honestly, we never planned these things to happen, but they happen. Whichever comes first, baby or marriage, what should matter is that the couple is happy, they can comfortably care for the child. We also need to stop discriminating against women who get pregnant out of wedlock and invest more in sex education.
Exactly.
I like the part where she said
invest more
not that part. No, the part where that part is okay, but that's not where I'm going.
They never planned for it.
You didn't plan for it, but you have the capability to take care of that child. If you don't have the capability to take care of, don't even go there. Don't.
So whichever
abstinence
comes
is key.
first, baby or marriage.
If you can take care of that child, don't bring a child into this world to suffer.
It's so hard saying that most times these babies, they get into wrong hands. Like you see people who are 13, 14, 15 getting pregnant and they have this baby. Trust me, those baby, they just get into wrong hands and their upbringing becomes a challenge.
Of course.
Because a baby can't take care of a baby.
Baby can't take care of a baby, really.
It's not toy dolls, like I said earlier on the show. It is a real life human being. So if you don't have the ability to take care of that child, don't bring that poor child into this world. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, do we have any more messages, Caroline?
Okay, this is coming from Clems. Yeah. Pregnancy before marriage is a goal. Sorry for saying this. Girls too, they do abortion.
Someone else actually talked about that thing.
Oh my God!
It's true.
Is it all girls?
Not all girls. Girls.
It doesn't really mean it's
so some girls, there are girls out there who actually go through all the abortion, and there are wombs that are totally
also
destroyed.
the same men that encourage them to go do it. I'm not ready.
Sometimes, true.
And the girl too is not so ready. So
that's why I said if you don't have the ability to take care of that child, you know the man you are having that baby for
has the capability
is
financially
not ready.
and otherwise.
And this is where we have a baby matters. Because some of the ladies might be capable, like because the man is not ready, or probably he knows quite right that I don't really want to get married to this woman. He will be like, I'm not interested, I'm not ready yet, I don't really want this. So you can go get rid of it. But because the lady in question wants that child, she wants that baby, and she knows she can foot the bill.
Yes.
She can go ahead and
just like the likes of Two-Face, Idibia.
And most of them is not really about
they go about
the child or trying to keep the baby or because they love children and all that, but because instead of getting some payments, money from the person.
You see what I said?
You also need
to
understand if the man doesn't want it and you go ahead to get the
but
baby.
if he's a superstar, for example, and he's
for the rich ones. See why?
Naomi would not want.
Do you know why I said? Do you know what? I said something about celebrities, and I used C. White as a case study. Yeah. But right now, I want to use Two-Face. Remember those days back there where Two-Face actually get girls impregnated, and girls don't mind keeping the baby.
Why would you mind? When there's money, there's money.
Like it's just
many girls will mind.
Other ones.
They want to keep the baby in that relationship, but it's not supposed to be business. But I think
please, in these days, it is business. Marriage self can be business.
It's from it's a contract, and the profit is later.
I'm telling you, so.
Sorry to continue. I came across this write of like 7 days into a relationship, girls will be like, baby, I need 5,000 naira and it's urgent. Is the registration fee?
Yes.
It is.
You're actually saying yes? No. So that's what you do?
No, we agree with the amount of numerous people for anything you want to do.
I'm closing my mouth.
Is that one enough to register?
No, you should say something.
I'm closing my mouth.
No, I'm sure you're serious. It's not refundable.
Because you...
I'm guilty. I'm not guilty. What I'm trying to say here is, now, some ladies want to use that to see if a man is
Why would you
capable.
want to use that to see if a man is capable?
It's a leverage for a man to...
No. No. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
You know what?
You should have your own money for your own self. Don't wait for a man
some
to
ladies. Excuse me. That is why I said
no. I agree with the fact you should have your own money, but you should have the money as the head of the family. So why should I be the neck now moving the head?
Now,
it's not
this
like
guy walked up to me.
For assets and not liability.
Now, this guy walked up to me. I'm looking good, right?
So you want to be an asset.
He walked up to me. I'm looking good. And you have to take care of me. The way you met me.
Who was taking care of you before you met him?
I was taking care of myself.
So rest.
And my dad has been taking care of me.
So he's supposed to add to that. If you were buying hair of 5,000 naira before, now you can buy hair of 8,000 naira or 15. But no, not that he should be the one buying everything. No, I don't support that in any way.
Support you. That's what I said. It's gonna support you. It's not actually gonna leave everything to
so why are we talking about registration fee?
When he sees your hair being
no, why are we talking about
when he sees your hair being tatted and he's supposed to know, and babe, I don't like this your hair. You understand?
That's the care.
You have to give him money, so you don't have to tell him the beans to tell him, baby, I need to make my hair.
For me, I don't think until you are married to that man, I don't see the reason why.
No, you don't understand what you don't understand. Naomi, I think I'm with you on this, okay?
You don't understand.
Let's make them understand.
Yes,
let me say,
that I need
give
to
me
take
the money.
myself.
I'm not saying give me the money, okay? No. You're dating me now. There's tendency for you to say, hey, babe, where are you? We're going out. Someone wants to see you. You won't mind looking tattered before your friends and your family.
Crying out loud knows his responsibility. Like I said,
some do not. Some do not.
That is what I'm saying. Every reasonable man knows his responsibility.
I think we should leave this discussion for another day. We're talking about pregnancy before marriage. Our time is running out before we overshoot our time. Pregnancy before marriage. Do we have any more messages?
Yes, this one says, this one is for Felix. It said, it is planned, my dear. Why do you say it's never planned? These things really do happen. So the man plans for it or the woman actually plans for it.
Okay, this is where probably both comes to an agreement. Like they come sit down to discuss it. Like, baby, well, I really didn't have money to get married to you now, but I want us to start bringing up our children. Probably along the line.
Why would you want to bring up children when you don't have money for a wedding?
That's the point.
Do you know how much Pampers is? Do you know how much baby food is?
They don't know now. People like us.
No. You don't say I don't have money to get married, but you have money to take care of kids. You are deceiving yourself.
No, this is not me because the way you look.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just trying to.
I'm looking like I'm the one saying it.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at them through you. Seriously.
No.
Okay, sorry, ma. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Let me look at the awesome people watching us right now. You cannot say you do not have money for a wedding, common wedding.
You call it?
Yes, it is common wedding because you do not have to go overboard.
No. Ever say
a wedding is what you make of it.
I'm saying the next week. Don't
No. It is what you want. It is what you want. You don't overshoot your budget. What you want is what you want. Your wedding must not be the wedding of the century. Your wedding is for you to get married to the man.
And the marriage
what are you shutting down the day? What are you shutting? Don't waste money. By the time you finish wedding, my dear, you will have no money to take care of your baby.
Yourself.
So please,
are you trying to
don't feel people that will not come and stay with you in your house when you're done.
No, when she was saying it's common, that's why I actually wanted to bring it.
Definitely. Okay, let's get your last words on pregnancy before marriage. See why it's your last words on pregnancy before marriage. Do you advise it? Do you think it's okay?
Okay. Like you just said, my last word, and let me take my time and say this. Like, well, I don't advise it at all.
Okay. All right. Let's get Miss Naomi's comments.
Okay. Now, Miss Naomi will say this: do not do that.
You want to fight them?
Do not do that because it's not a nice experience. When you actually get pregnant, maybe you give birth to a baby girl. And the man in question wants a baby boy. And actually, my dear, you're going to stay on a different level. You're going to be on your own.
Miss Pearl, what is your final thought?
Thank you very much. I would advise you from my own perspective. I would say, please, if he really loves you, let him wait. We'll have all the babies we want to have during the marriage. So it's not by you doing that to test your fertility or not. There are scientific tests you can actually do to check your fertility. So.
Okay, so
thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, if it's a mutual understanding, you and your man sit down together, or you and your wife sit down together, woman rather, not wife. Now, you sit down together and you discuss this. You say, yes, this is what we want. We want to have babies before we get married. For whatever reason it is, as far as both of you are
on the same page,
in agreement with that, yes, and you have the capability, the ability to take care of that baby, fine. It is your choice. It is our choice. Anybody can make their own decision. It is your choice, like I said earlier on. It has been Ladies' Night right here on Independent Television. My name is the Empress. I have had so much fun, and I'm sure the ladies in the studio have had an amazing time as well. I really hope that you out there watching us, you've had a swell time as well. We'll come again next week with another beautiful topic. Yes, we're going to be looking at cohabitation before marriage. Now, we talked about pregnancy before marriage, and now we're going to look at cohabiting before getting married. It's okay, is it okay rather for you to stay with the person, your partner, that you're looking forward to getting married to? You can send your comments, start sending your comments. The number is 0803-872-6759. It's scrolling on the screen right now, so send your comments to that number on WhatsApp or as a text message. And of course, next week when we get back here, we're going to dissect that topic and of course have a great time on the show. My name is the Empress. Good night.